Welcome to Heartland Renovations, presented by AAA Insurance and Kitchen Concepts. I'm Lauren Rue.
And I'm Mark Medea. Each week here on the show, we introduce you to some of Oklahoma's top home contracting service providers. We get to know kind of their tips and tricks. And then Lauren, when you do your home renovation project, it's going to go so much smoother.
We'll also introduce you to some really cool new concepts being used in home renovations to help you out with your own home renovations. And we'll introduce you to service providers in your area to help with those.
That's right. This week, we're going to check out our old buddy, Charlie Bastyr. Charlie's been working on an upstairs bathroom renovation at a midtown Tulsa home.
Now, Charlie always does great work, so I'm really excited to check this out. So let's get to it.
Let's go check him out. We're on location at another property, again with contractor Charlie Bastyr from CB Construction. Charlie has found a historic home built in 1948 that's had the original bathroom this entire length of time. Well, now it's time to totally gut and redo the bathroom. Let's go inside and have Charlie tell us about it. Well, Charlie, we've got a beautiful midtown Tulsa home built in 1948 with one of the original hall upstairs bathrooms. What exactly are we going to do?
We're going to tear it out completely and go from scratch. We're going to tear out the vanity, the concrete floor with the tile sitting on, cast iron tub, the wall tile. We're going to leave the ceiling intact, but we're going to go over top of it with a new layer of sheetrock. We're going to go back with all new tile, a bench for the tub, all new lighting. It'll go in the ceiling, built-in cabinets. I've already got the vanity built. I built it yesterday.
Great.
So we're ready to start tearing into it. We'll get all the tile off and then we'll bust out the tub. And then we bust out the floor. Big chunk. It's early on there. No easy way to get it.
Watch me coming down. There we go.
And they've actually nailed these boards in. Normally they're loose. Well, normally what they do is these boards are recessed down about that far below the joists, about 2 to 3 inches. And then they lay these slats across and they chisel these to a point. so the concrete can just flow over top of them continuously. On this floor, what they did, they built up 3/4 of an inch here, and then they filled that in with 3/4 of an inch of concrete. Normally, this would be your finished height. So they cheated a little bit.
We found our first home, and it was perfect. But the insurance quotes put us over our budget. We could back out of the contract,
but lose our deposit.
the realtor advised us to call Jennifer at AAA. I'm so glad we tried one more insurance company. They met our budget and saved us $50 a month on car insurance. I was so impressed by Jennifer, I went to work for her. Sometimes in life, you just need a little help. Take it from us. Call AAA. It's worth the call.
Hello, my name is Rob Smith, and I am the founder of Tulsa Premier Contractors. TulsaPremierContractors.com is your online source to find all the best local contractors in Tulsa. We focus on contractors that will provide the exceptional products and craftsmanship that will make your house a home. So whether you are building a new home, remodeling, or just need some general maintenance, Tulsa Premier Contractors is the place to go. Choose the best. Choose a Tulsa Premier Contractor today.
The whole reason for starting Skeletal Windows is after, close to 30 years in the home improvement industry, we just find that the whole industry is just full of gimmicks and games and things that companies want to play with residential homeowners, and we just don't believe in that. We try to treat our customers as friends. We go in, we're very direct, we're very honest with our customers, and when we leave there, well, actually we just don't leave there until they're completely satisfied. So when it comes to my product, the windows that we sell, it's the major companies in the area, and my windows are exactly the same ones. The difference is I don't pay the extra cost to have them private labeled under our name, which in turn saves my customers money. My name's Joe Minardi. I'm the president and owner of Skeletal Windows, and I think you'll find that doing business with Skeletal Windows is a great deal.
This week on Heartland Renovations, we check in with our good buddy Charlie Bastyr of CB Construction, who's busy remodeling a bathroom in a home in Midtown. Let's go check on his progress.
There's a rule of thumb when you're working on old homes. Can't make it look like new because it won't fit anything else. I mean, this thing is out an inch from end to end, and if we tried to make it level, our floors wouldn't line up. Ricky, come over here and hold that 2x up to that level. Hold the level down across here like this, so you don't lift it up, and then just hold that with your other hand up to it, okay? I think I'm just going to plaster it on this side and go to the waistline, to this waistline, plumb it up, and then figure out what I'm going to do back there later. Well, today was day 2 of the job. The plumber was here yesterday and he finished up this morning. It took him a little bit longer. We had to move some more pipes. So he's got it all plumbed in. Then our next job was to level out the floor joists. The room was about 1 inch to 1.25 inches out of level. We put sister new 2x4s to the side of it to bring it up to level and make everything flat. It's not exactly level. If you make it level, it wouldn't fit the house. So we get as close as we can so everything will blend in when we come out the door. We got that all level. Now the next project is to start putting down the subfloor. This is tongue and groove, 3/4 inch flooring, and we'll go up there and we'll glue it down and then screw it down and put another piece in, and our floor will be done.
Located in the heart of Oklahoma is a place where the stories, songs, and memorable performances of Oklahoma's native sons and daughters live on. Oklahoma has a rich history in music and continues to make a profound impact on the world's music culture and music industry today. From Wanda Jackson to Carrie Underwood and Blake Shelton, Oklahomans have created music that is famous around the world. Come experience Oklahoma's music from past to present. The Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame in the heart of Muskogee, Oklahoma is where the music lives on. And every week the stage comes alive with the Oklahoma Music Shop performances. Please go to omhof.com for live event schedules and to become a member of the Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame today.
Hi, I'm Lauren Rue with Heartland Renovations. I'd like to invite you to tune in every Sunday on My Network TV at 5:30 for Heartland Renovations, presented by AAA Insurance and Kitchen Concepts. Every week we showcase home improvements and renovations with Oklahoma's top service providers and industry experts. Heartland Renovations features the latest products, home improvement techniques, and insider tips. Be sure to catch us each week at 5:30 on My Network TV. Welcome back to Heartland Renovations. Now, Mark, it is summertime and lots of people hitting the road for vacations and road trips. How can AAA help with that?
You know, that's a great question. Let's start at our core product, which of course is roadside assistance. We want to make sure, first of all, that you and your family, all the drivers are covered, first of all, on the membership, and secondly, that you have the right level of service. Remember, that classic level only covers 5 miles of free towing. After that, you're going to have to start to pay. So if you're taking a road trip, let's make sure that one of our membership experts has a good conversation with you.
Now, Mark, being 2016, I'm really hoping you have an app at AAA.
Oh, it's all right here. AAA at your fingertips. We have a really cool app. It does so much, Lauren. So you're out on that road trip and you want to say, hey, where's seafood around here that gives a AAA discount? You can look that up. Hey, we want to take a diversion. There's a tourist attraction over here we'd like to go to. You can route that and map it. There are so many things to do right on this app. Go to the store, get the app. Your membership information is here also. You're not going to need the card anymore.
Did I hear there's also a credit card that AAA offers?
We have a great member rewards Visa program through Bank of America. Any dollar that you spend in a AAA store is 3 times points, and it's a great, robust point system. So, Lauren, our job at AAA is to keep you a member for life. We feel that we can do that not only through insurance, but through these great products too.
I feel like there's been so much information in this small little segment. Where can I go find out more?
AAA.com, or better yet, stop by one of our offices in a neighborhood location next to you, meet our staff, your family. We want to get to know you.
So that's AAA.com?
Yes, it is.
So we're about a week into the project. Plumbers and electricians finished up yesterday. I started sheetrocking, door rocking the tub in the shower. We got it all set in with a little wall niche for soap and shampoo and that kind of stuff. Put a little bench in back behind because the room's wider than the tub. After I'm done today, the mud and tape guys will be here in the morning to mud and tape all the sheetrock. They won't do anything to the door rock. Do the ceiling and get it all covered up. Then I'll come back in and tile the floor, set the vanity that I've got made at my shop, and tile the shower all the way to the ceiling. We're doing a brick pattern, a brick bond pattern, so it's a staggered joint. And in order for things to come out even, I have to start with a full tile in the center and work to the sides. And I'll end up with like a 7-inch tile on both sides. Everything will be equal and centered like it is meant to be. And as I go up, there's going to be a 2-inch band of trim right here to
This bathroom design calls for a stylish new countertop to achieve the desired looks and functionality. Charlie went to the experts at Eurocraft for this, and we were able to tag along and see the process. Let's take a look.
I'm Sherry, project manager at Eurocraft, and we're located in Glenpool, 161st and Highway 75 on the southeast corner. We've been at this location 15 years. We've got your engineered stones here, and then we do natural stone. Let's go to the shop and check on Carol's vanity that we're cutting.
Eurocraft is one of Oklahoma's premier custom granite and tile suppliers. They are open to the public and also deal directly with wholesalers and home builders. Charlie has recommended Eurocraft to the homeowner because of their great selection on import granite from Italy and their ability to custom cut any configuration for a custom install and finished look. The shop is very noisy due to the saws and all the custom granite in production. Each granite piece weighs about 12 to 18 pounds per square foot, depending on the thickness. Eurocraft can make just about anything you need for a custom home improvement and remodel project. In fact, Eurocraft was selected as the granite provider for the USS Arizona Memorial at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Sherry and the crew at Eurocraft cut all the columns and then had them shipped to Pearl Harbor, where they honor the resting place of one of World War II's most famous ships, the USS Arizona. Now that Charlie has worked with the homeowner to select the correct granite to complement the custom bathroom remodel, Sherry's team now smooths out the granite and routes an edge, then uses a computerized water saw to cut out the sink and faucet locations. All in all, the process takes between 1 and 2 hours to complete. Hi, I'm Lauren Rue with Heartland Renovations. I'd like to invite you to tune in every Sunday on my network TV at 5:30 for Heartland Renovations, presented by AAA Insurance and Kitchen Concepts. Every week, we showcase home improvements and renovations with Oklahoma's top service providers and industry experts. Heartland Renovations features the latest products, home improvement techniques, and insider tips. Be sure to catch us each week at 5:30 on my network TV.
Tight routine in the morning. I'm a teacher and I cannot be late. My students depend on me. But my morning was turned upside down when my SUV was stolen from my garage. My dad always said, don't call me, call AAA. So I did. The AAA claims team took care of every detail and I made it to school on time. Last year, I bundled my home and auto insurance. Now that was a great call. My dad was right. Just call AAA.
Welcome back to Heartland Renovations. All right, this is exciting. We started on this bathroom a month ago, if you can believe it, with Charlie Bastyr of CB Construction. He's put the finishing touches on it. Let's go inside and see how it turned out. Well, here we are upstairs in the bathroom. Charlie, this looks fantastic. Go ahead and give us some history. What did you do? How did you do it?
Well, 1948 bathroom, concrete and tile floor, cast iron tub, old outdated tile, wainscot all the way up 4 feet. We just blew everything out, took out the floor, leveled it up, put plywood back on it, and subfloor, and plumbed it.
Now, getting the tub out was just a monster of a job. Were there any other things that you encountered?
The plumbing configuration was quite strange, and it took us a while to get it back to where we needed to, because we took out all the lead pipes and everything went all back new with new plumbing. And it, other than that, that was the only problem we had.
Well, great. Tell us about some of the features. You said that this is an onyx countertop. That's interesting. Let's talk about that.
Well, it's a man-made top, manufactured. It's just like stone, but it's just a combination of compounds putting it together.
Charlie, with onyx, does the client get their choice of a specific color that they want to follow?
Yes, there's all kinds of colors that they can choose. And there's that in any hard surface anymore.
Which would probably be an advantage to onyx, is that you can actually match the countertop. Now let's talk, Charlie, about the tub. You told me a little bit about this off camera, but I want you to explain to the viewers the benefits of this kind of a tub.
This tub is a cast iron and acrylic tub. It's lightweight, easier to install, but a lot stronger than just your regular new fiberglass tubs. It's solid. It doesn't need a whole lot of support. It's freestanding.
So the life expectancy of this ought to be just fine for anybody considering one.
Yeah, it's got a hard surface. It doesn't chip, scratch, easy to maintain, and it's architecturally correct with the original tub.
This is a mid-40s home. How did you level this according to the plane of the home? This is interesting, and I want you to tell the viewers about that.
Well, not all homes are level. This one's had settling, and so the floor wasn't flat. It was more bowed. So what we had to do was have a reference point, so we referenced it off the entrance to the door, so everything would plane out equal to the other floor. We made everything flat to that point. Not necessarily quite level, but it's all flat and even, so everything laid straight.
So when somebody walks in here, it's pleasing to the eye. It's level to the eye. Would that be a good way to say it?
Yeah. Everything is level to the eye.
And then, of course, the floor is rock solid. You had to do a little work there.
Yeah, we had to reframe the floor and put down a new subfloor, and then a cement board on top of that, so it's good and solid. Another challenge in doing a home like this is that your dimensions aren't all standard sizes like they are now. They're usually in 2-foot increments. This room was exactly 2 inches bigger all the way around into standard 8-foot, 6-foot. So all the material had to be cut special, extra cuts to get everything to work into place.
Now, Charlie, you said that the tile was a little bit of an interesting job. Tell us how that process went, what you used, and why you used it.
Well, the customer wanted a band in the shower to match this band here, the backsplash on the countertop. Well, we had to laser across and find out where this was going to be, and then lay all our tile around that band, up and down, and from there down to the tub, and from there up to the ceiling. So it had a lot more cuts than you normally would have to make.
Fantastic. The owners are absolutely thrilled. They've got the beautiful upstairs hall bathroom that they've always wanted, and we want to thank Charlie Bastyr for the excellent work that he does at CB Construction.
Mark, Charlie Bastyr has once again outdone himself.
Oh, the guy is a total craftsman. He's a master. This project was exceptional, as are his others. The homeowners have got to be thrilled, Lauren.
Well, we want to thank Charlie Bastyr of CB Construction, but we also want to thank the good people here at Kitchen Concepts for loaning us this beautiful showcase so that we can shoot these segments in here.
That's right. And let's give a shout out to my boss, AAA Insurance, and the other sponsors for allowing us to bring you Heartland Renovations.
And we want to thank you at home for checking us out here on Heartland Renovations. We'll do it all again next week, same time, same place. We'll see you then.